I am the owner and creator behind CarolJo's, which is where community and creativity come together. You're getting me on a day where I just have my hair back, no makeup on. We're giving my face a rest from makeup. So sorry. Just what we're doing today. But we do not worried about the makeup and the hair. We do lots of fun things. We do lives where we do chats and you get to ask any type of question you want. And today is a chat time. Buttercup has her hand raised. What, sweetie?
You already have 5 people on TikTok and you just started?
Yeah.
How?
Because they know when I go live. We're just talking about numbers. She's all excited. She's got index cards.
I'm going to use my glasses on you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And we do tutorials where we teach you how to create jewelry or accessories step by step. We do meetups, maker meetups on TikTok, and that was, hi Cece, and that is where you get to, hey Trisha, you get to learn how to, or not learn, we get to watch each other make stuff. Other people can come with me on those lives and see what we're doing and ask questions and talk and just have a community time together. We also do, here on both on TikTok, we do live events, they're called, and that is where you can come in, see items, and add them to your bead collections. Hi, Rosie. So like I said, tonight is a chat night. So that's the night that you guys get to ask all different types of questions, and we can see if there's someone in our community that can comment on it and answer it, or if I answer it. Hi, Geraldine. We ended up to this afternoon on our makers meetup. I wanted to do what we talked about last night when we were doing the tutorial and try to see if I could make those earrings that I had in my head. And this is what they are. We ended up making these. These have a chain, a bead, and then chain, and the lengths of the chain are different for each one of the beads. And ultimately, you use a 20H gauge wire to be able to put those on there. And if you notice, you do not see the wire. It's just like it's floating in the chain. Because what you do is you take the wire, you put the bead on, and then you put the chain on. And then like kind of when you're doing a closure on a wire bracelet or necklace, bring it around, put it through the bead. And then on the other end, you put the chain on, come around and put it through the bead. So the wire crisscrosses inside and you have the two ends of the wire. Pull it, you will feel it pop into place and then cut off the wires. Very easy to have made these. And these will move around, so they won't always stay like, you know, they'll go that way. They'll be all lined up. They will do different things as you're wearing them. It was like, I had this thought and I'm like, does this work? And that's what we did for me on the Makers meetup was, will my idea even work? And it did. And I was excited that it worked. Thanks, Ashley, for joining and sharing that out. If we get 10,000 more likes here on TikTok, we'll do giveaways. And so what we talked about when we were at the meetup too was we talked about like what I do to prep for tutorials. And like I will have, when I'm sitting down and doing the schedule and thinking, thanks, Rosie, I think about, will this work and can I make it? And you're gonna laugh. I will put it on the schedule. And then sometimes it's like an idea. I give a title to the design from an idea, and then I'll make it before we go, you know, a day or two before we go live. Yesterday I didn't do it. Yesterday I did it during the day. And my idea was that I would use that wire and connect them all. But what happens is that they stacked on each other when I did that. So it didn't work with my vision. My vision for yesterday's tutorial, I'm going to grab those earrings here. And those earrings I wanted to have a space in between them. So we made one pair was the example. I still have one pair that we made on the live, and the other pair Buttercup has already claimed. So I only have 2 examples and they're like identical, but you can do whatever you want for beads. We had 3 beads that were 8mm gorgonias in the exact same colors as these 3 beads. But Buttercup claimed them. So that's what we did last night. And we just made the loops and created a bead chain with 5 beads, 6mm gorgonias, to have a very poppin' earring that is bold but not big. They're very lightweight. And then the other pair we made on the live is this pair. And we had someone that was just joining us on that live last night, and she said they looked like strawberry lemonade, I think is what she called it. And when she said it, I'm like, yep, that is the colors. They're very bright colors. So, but with what I thought, so like when I think, you know, when I tried creating and things didn't go the way I thought yesterday, I'm like, we can do this. This was my, we're going to do it this way because I wanted that space in between the colors to give that flow and movement. Your loops every once in a while will get stuck in a wrong place like this one just did. We just got to get him down. There we go. Got him down. Now he's in the right spot so he doesn't get kinky. But there, it just creates movement, and that's what I wanted, is that movement and having this in between to give the eye a stop so that you've seen the colors and the brightness of it. And when it's all stacked together like it would be on a head pin, I didn't get what I wanted. So that's why after we got done with the live, I was like, I have a thought. And while we did our tutorial, or not our tutorial, our makers meetup, I was taking my thought and trying to make it. I probably will not do a tutorial on that because it is saved out on the tube. So you guys can rewatch it and see how I did that. And if you have questions about it, just let me know. Because I wasn't doing a step-by-step of it, but I was kind of talking it through. But on there, I kept calling chain, wire, and I kept calling wire chain. So you might have to flip-flop the words. So.
This took me like a minute.
Oh, cool. She's having fun drawing and being an artist. So Skylar is...
By Texas Longhorn Build-A-Bear Cow.
Yep. So she...
It took me like a minute.
So, cool. All right. We'll see you later because I know you're going to go create more. Right?
Yeah, I'm probably going to draw a whale shark. Or, wait, guys, I want to be a marine biologist.
She decided yesterday she's going to be a...
No.
Oh.
I started like 2 years ago.
Oh, but you just voiced it last night for the first time to me. Marine biologist.
Because it was like my third option because I was either going to be a hairstylist, a pro volleyball player, or a marine biologist.
Oh, okay.
But then I was like, the volleyball is too hard, so I'm just not going to do that. And hairstyling is fun, but not that fun. I'll just be a marine biologist.
Okay. We'll see you later, alligator.
You know what, crocodile?
Oh, Geraldine has a question.
What?
How is Tater Tot?
Good.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
No other update?
Well, she's good. She's teething, kind of. But yeah.
Okay. Hi, Kay. But Tater Tot is teething is what she's saying. But she's good. All of her stuffies go through life. I'm just like, wow. And we have to know all the details. And she like really threw us for a loop because Skylar just had her first birthday from the Build-A-Bear time. And literally she's like, she came up to me and she's like, we have to have a birthday party for Skylar. And I'm like, okay, that's a stuffy. I'm like, really? And then later on that night, she's like, Opa, I set up our birthday party for Skylar, so you need to come down to the she calls it the movie room. It's really just the family room. And we have to have the birthday party. And he's like, whose birthday party? And she's like, Skylar's. And he's like, I don't know Skylar. And she's like, yes, you do. It was fun. That was this weekend. And we're both like, okay. And she did set up a birthday party for Skylar. And all the stuffies were in attendance. And what I'm working on while we're talking here, I am getting more of the 6mm glitter gorgonias ready for future events. We'll have some of them. The colors, yes, but we're just both sitting there going, which one? What, where, you know, we were like, we need help. Yeah, we will go to the grocery store or wherever we go to, and at least one stuffy is coming with us. Then they get in the shopping cart in the kids area, strapped in, and we push the cart with a stuffy in it. And the other night we had one that was, I got to think about what the stuffy was. I think it was a rabbit, but I cannot be 100% sure. Please don't ask me the name either. And I'm pushing the cart. I'm used to pushing the cart with the stuffy in it. It is just what it is. And a guy stopped and he's like, oh, it's so cute. And he goes, oh, it's not real. And she wasn't there. And I'm thinking, does this poor guy think I am just nuts? Because I'm pushing a stuffy by myself. That's the only time I felt like, because he really thought that the animal was real. He literally was going to start talking to me about it. I love that, Rosie. Oh, because you can't take real animals in when they're emotional support animal. You can only take the trained service dogs around here. And that's a really big thing. And it was this, when I was in corporate world, this one lady she brought her dog every day to work. And it was her emotional support dog. It was supposed to be going through training to be her service animal, but she never finished the training. And a service animal doesn't normally, that was a small dog. And you can have a support dog be small. They do not have to be large. And so they're supposed to sit on the floor in a certain spot that they've gotten through their training. And this dog sat on her lap all day. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I was like, okay. But finally they were like, but it never had the, it didn't have the vest that it needed for that. That, I can't, you guys know me. This face says it all, so I would have never been able to do that, but that is funny, actually. I just looked and I'm like, nope, it's not real. It's my granddaughter's. She's just not with me right this minute. She had ran off with Ryan in the store. And we get back and I looked at him and I'm like, you left me with the stuffy. But I can't do that. I just can't. I have no facial that would work. I suck at that. But yeah, it was so funny because I couldn't figure out why this guy was walking up to me, because that just doesn't happen in stores here now. Like 20 years ago, yeah, you would talk to somebody in the store, but not now. Times have changed. I mean, I grew up in the era in small townness that when you're out in the country and you see somebody, you do the finger wave off the steering wheel if you're driving. No matter who it is, you wave to everybody going down the road. If you have a question about bracelets, you can ask it. That's what we're here to do tonight, is to talk about jewelry making or running a small business. That's not about a bracelet. Do you guys have questions you want to ask about jewelry making? I would be open to that. Yep. And we have a friend that their dog is extremely, extremely small. Like, the dog fits like full grown, like right here in your hands. It's a very small dog. And they don't like to leave it home, and they bring it all the time to stores. And I'm like, you realize you're not supposed to do that. And they're like, and I'm like, no, really, you're not supposed to. There are rules about, like, if you're selling food, you can't have animals in there unless it is a service animal because of food. Thank you, Ashley. So, yeah, you gotta. And I am a person that loves animals. I just choose not to have them because I do not have the ability to just be able to take care of them. I grew up that you didn't leave animals home alone. Like, if you had a dog, they couldn't be left home alone all day. And so you would literally, like, that's what I grew up. A cat's okay to leave for a while, but not like I was not taught that you left a cat overnight. And so if you go to a hotel, or that type of things. Yep. And so you see it, but it's just something that, it was something that was taught to me, and how I feel, because that's how it was taught to me. And I know people love their animals, and it's a part of their family, and it's another person in their family. And you are 100%, everybody has the right to feel that way. My thing is that you just got to make sure, because when it comes to food, that's where I have a big thing with it. I don't want to eat cat hair or dog hair. I know that sounds silly. So earlier, before I went live, Buttercup and I were up here just getting ready for the live and talking. And in that, I got one of the colors done just talking with her today. We just sat here up here, and I was getting ready for the live. And then I'm like, okay, I need your phone so I can, do both social medias. And she's like, I'm texting a friend a paragraph. And I'm like, well, the paragraph's got to hurry, dude. I'm like, I gotta go live. I need the phone. So what kind of projects are you guys working on right now, too? We haven't talked about that. Well, hello over there. Is that Holland, CarolJo's? I get, it wasn't that one. What's Stuffy the other night? Did you bring, and the guy, you weren't with me, but a guy thought it was real, and I came and told you and Opa that this guy thought it was real.
Was it, like, when?
It was in the last week. I was pushing a car. Puddles. Okay, it was a dog then. I couldn't remember which one it was. I'm like, was it a rabbit? Which one was it?
It was Puddles, my red Aussie.
Yeah. Ah, I get, if I accidentally send you guys my hair, I am like, and you guys tell me, I am just like,
Here is my childhood stuffed animal. Her name is Cherry Blossom. I've had her since I was in first grade. And this is her. Her nose is big, but that's okay.
so Holland says, can I, oh, hold on. Ashley said she's been working with clear cabs with a pick in a setting. Oh, okay, I read it.
I brush her almost
Okay.
every day. She has a ride on her too.
Thank you, Lisa. Look up baby lumpfish. Okay, she's got to go to my tablet because I've got the. Oh, you're going to the computer. Okay. I know what your question is, and I'm not going to say the word.
What word? Can I press X?
You can, yes, you can close out of all of those. Well, that was Google that you just closed.
Yeah, but I had a weird search on it.
It was like my stuff.
What were you not going to answer?
That word that they want me to pronounce that I can't pronounce.
Which one? I'll see if I can read it.
Oh, it was deleted there.
Oh.
Or Nordic Luna says it is. So Amy said when she was in first grade, she was trying to feed her favorite stuffy. So a stuffy, usually almost every meal, is at our table eating with us, but they get the food presented to them, but not close enough to get them dirty.
It's mostly Mitski. Oh my god, look at it.
I can't see, your head's in the way. Aww. Now you have to read up on how you can take care of them.
Take care of what? Well, how am I going to get a baby lumpfish?
I don't know. Is it a saltwater fish or is it a freshwater fish? That's what I mean. That's what you can do. You can go research it.
It looks like it's in coral waters. Also, that's what it looks like when it grows up, Owen. Do you want that in your house?
I want the baby. It's on my computer, and so I can't bring it over here because I have a desktop, and my monitors are mounted to the
You
wall.
want this one?
Yeah, nope.
Here, just move your phone.
No, because I got two of them going here.
Here, I'll just take inches.
Oh, she's going to take off with my, and so you're going to show.
I'll just show my
Okay, you got to be careful because you're going to make them seasick. She's making y'all seasick. She's taking you away. Bye. You got to flip it the other way.
How? I'm going to show my face.
No, then you go in on the thing, just flip it. You're getting the ceiling view.
I know, I'm trying not to show my face.
You're good there. Okay, you go here and flip camera. You see at that? Oh, geez. We're having a Kodak moment here. Okay. Wow, that was.
I don't want this in her house.
So I like the other ones. I just don't like that one. So we talked a little bit about that, Ashley. So those of you that are over across the room, because she's showing them a fish.
Guys, they're kissing. Aww.
I'm finding out it depends on the times that you go live, and I've got to figure out what are the best times. So like last Saturday night, I went live at 9 o'clock, and it was like golden hour. But then last night wasn't the most awesome. It was fun. There was support. We had a lot of you guys come over and support me, and I appreciated that.
Bro, someone says, yeah, that's Oscar the Grouch fish.
So, hold on. I'm going to flip you guys. There's my table, everybody. This is what my table looks like that I sit at.
Here, I'll get
And
them.
you guys are
Can I
right
give them
up
a
there.
tour of our house?
No, we're not going to do a tour of our
Can
house.
can I give them a tour of my room?
No,
Oh, dang it.
because that requires you to walk, and walking sometimes with a phone when you're live makes you seasick.
But my room is so OP.
And Amy says thank you, because she's the one that asked. And so it really is coming down to figuring out what are the best times. Thanks, Ashley. And so, and that's just something that I'm figuring out. And that's one thing that even here, I had to figure out too, about with my personal schedule and such. What were the better times? So no matter what social media you're on, there are different times of the day that you're supposed to post videos, or when you go live, or if you're going to do different things. Well, hello, Lucky Charm Boutique over there. She is over on the tube joining us. And so that's what it is. And I'm trying to decide next week. I'm trying to decide, and I'm going to probably do a couple different days to try it. I got to put my leg down before my foot falls asleep. You're switching it up. And the thing is that I want to try in the afternoon times, different times. And I'm also thinking about trying it at like 7 o'clock and seeing what happens at 7. And, before I go live on these two, and see if that would work too, and just do like an hour. But the reason why I don't know if I really want to do 7 is because we eat, and then I sit down with Ryan for an hour, and then I go live. I mean, I might be working sometimes in there, but it's my time with him. And it's like, and we've been talking about trying to figure this all out. So yep. It's the reason why is because we are really trying to deal with this in a professional manner. This is a business account, and we can have fun with it at times, but you've come in with like 4 different types of 4 different accounts, and that's not what we want here. I don't block people because I don't want to be rude. And it is not professional for what we're doing. I have said it multiple times that this is about jewelry making, jewelry business, jewelry. It isn't about pronouncing that word, and you are, you keep doing it. And that's okay, Ashley. And that is where we have to draw a line. And we need to keep it professional from a business perspective. And I understand, because we've had conversations in the past about that. And so we just need to not do that. You can come in, say hi. I appreciate the support that way. But it is not, and I didn't, I just deleted. It isn't about doing it this way, that is not. That's what it comes down to. And that's why I ended up having, because I've had people do lots of things. Yours are not as bad, but we're taking we have to keep it with what the intent of our lives are about. We can have fun. We can be a community, but we need to keep it about that type of environment. And it's not like we're trying to be mean to you. Not at all. Okay? I hope you understand. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. It just comes down to we want to keep it about that. Yes, we do have my granddaughter come on, but that's just what we were doing. Yep. Thank you very, very much for saying that, Lucky Charm. Your topic isn't about what our live is about. And that's what we need to keep it. Hey, TikTok, we are 1.6 away. Oh, no, it is. It is. It's not. The next bead event we will be doing tomorrow. And we're going to do what I was thinking we will do. I don't know how many of the colors I will be able to get together. But this is what we're going to do tomorrow. I didn't get a chance because I will tell you a funny after I tell this. I was going to put 15 millimeter silicone beads out on the studio that I have pictures already available for. And I just didn't after all the lives and stuff, because I was doing things with B, and then when Ryan, I'll explain that one in a minute. But so what we're gonna do instead is what I was thinking we're gonna do. What I want to do is that I am going to I was going to say, what we're going to do is we're going to take, yes, I am.
I did this one.
You did.
Yeah, for the first time ever.
Awesome. She's got it. But what we're going to do is we're going to take, and I want to pick out kind of like what we were doing last week on the makers meetup, where I take like one print bead and then pick 3 solid, and they're all 15 millimeters, and you put them together because they complement each other. Yeah. And I want to bring those in so that and we will do that, and we will bring the colors, and so I will show like one print, and then I'll show the 3 colors that complement it, and I'll show them all together so you can kind of see. And then we're going to do it as a claim style. And then I will give you totals after the live so that you can go out to the studio and put it in your, we got a new word, I like it better, wagon. You can put it in your wagon and take care of your wagon. When Lolly said that last night, I'm like, I'm switching words. All right, what are you raising your hand about?
Okay.
What? I got an ear. Yes.
Okay. Guys, look at my picture. This is marine biology, and guys, I got the term right without even knowing it. And it's the study of ocean life, because I know what bio and ology
Ology.
mean, because I learned it in language arts. So I was just like,
They move things around on me, so I had to find it. Sorry. I'm getting the color in there, everybody.
Okay.
Hold on. You got to, she wants to pick it, but she's got to do it quick. Okay. We'll do that one. We haven't done that one in a long time.
Do people guess that often?
I don't know. We'll find out.
My favorite color, wagon.
Wagon. I didn't see anything else, and I don't have my backup account on right now. Let's see. Today is 3/25/26.
Someone got it.
Ooh. Yay!
Rosie got it.
I'm writing it
I don't know if I was
down.
going to say your number. I was like, probably not.
We just say Rosie.
Okay.
She's Rosie to us. All right, Miss Rosie, you guessed the color cyan, and she is getting 5 creative credits to use on the studio. Yay! Congratulations. That was a delayed yay. Woohoo! I'm excited. Okay. I am excited you won. Nordic Luna's like this. You know what? It is one of the 5 printer colors. You have red, yellow, cyan, and black. Don't ask me why in a color printer. Why did they pick cyan and not just a blue? Because the other ones are the primary colors. So there we go. And if we still have 20 minutes of our live, everybody. So, and we're at almost 14K. So you guys have, oh, it's magenta and not red. Now I'm going to have to go look at my little thingy. I can't read it from there. I was going to, because I have printer cartridges sitting over there. There you go. And anyways, so why I didn't get the silicone beads ready onto the now I learned something new tonight. Why I did not get the silicone beads up on the studio. So I ordered from a company, and I shouldn't say that word, but I'm going to, the 4-inch by 4, they're 4 inches wide, 4.5 tall, 12 inches long, but they're the ones that have a piece right here, so they're stackable. These are corrugated bins that I put all the stuff in and that we're going to have in the warehouse. And I ordered 5 packages of 50. So I ordered 250 of them. We have found if we ship it to my husband's work, they will be able to save on shipping costs. So I had them sent there. I get a text message that says, with a picture of the 5 boxes, because there's 5 bundle of 50, and WTF. Oh, there you go. And so I'm like, dude, when I ordered them the last time, I ordered 200 with different sizes. I had 8 and 4 millimeter. I go, I don't know why you got 5 huge boxes. I mean, these were huge boxes. And so Ryan's like, I said to him, I don't get it. And last time he took the items out of the box and brought them home because he got rid of the boxes at work. He had our neighbor that works with him load them in the back of his truck because Ryan did not have enough room in his vehicle to get said boxes home. So then his friend, co-worker friend, drops them off. And I'm like, why did you take them out of the box, dude? And he's like, well, that's completely full. Like, these the cardboard lids were like this. And I go, these are not that big. And he goes, what? I go, did you not read the text? And he goes, no. I'm like, dear Lord. So anyways, I open one up. And you know those big puffy fillers for boxes? They were completely full of those pretty much. And I'm like, this makes no sense. So we had to take them all out of there. We popped all of that bubble packages. Sweetheart strings. And I mean, we're talking when we got done, the deflated stuff took up an entire garbage bag. And we're like, we were dumbfounded by it. They're literally, when you fold them up, this is what it makes, but it has a piece that goes over the top. So they're flat. So you will take, you see how wide this is? 50 pieces of that stacked up. They're this thick. And they're like 12 inches wide. They're like the 12 inches wide, but lengthwise, they are 4, I gotta think about this, 9 and 8. 9 and 8 is 17 inches. So plus you have this little flap that will be here. So that's another 4 inches, and this is 2 inches. So 17 and 4 is 21, 23 by 12 inches. Hi, Zuli. That's how big they are. Sorry, I had to do math. I don't know why the boxes needed to be that big. And I mean, we're talking, because this guy has a pickup and he has a camper on it. And it was like the whole bed of his truck for the 5 boxes. And almost to the roof of the topper of his, it's not a camper topper, just a regular topper of his truck. So that tells you how big these boxes were. We didn't need them that big. I was like dumbfounded. And they could have put 2 of these in one box, 2 bundles in a box. I was totally dumbfounded about it. So I was popping all of that packaging. Yes. If I wasn't on, hold on, let me go get my iPad. Hold on, I will show you how big these boxes were. Because there's a door in the background, I think, of the picture. To show you. And this is what, oh, nope, not that number. My iPad doesn't, I don't have people's names in my iPad. So I got to find when Ryan texted that to me. Yep, it's right here. This is what I got. So you see, it's like 2 of them are 3/4 of a door size. And they didn't. I'm like, it was like overkill. It was extreme overkill. Alrighty. I got my Sharpie. I got to think of a color here. They moved it. There we go. All right, we got another color in there. So go ahead, everybody, and put a color in. Let's see, 325. So, and then we break down our boxes when we get rid of them. So then I spent time breaking down the boxes, breaking down that bubble wrap. It's not even bubble wrap. It was bubble stuff. Oh, I'm like, where are all the bags? I haven't poured them into the bags yet. I'm getting all excited that I got them all done and I don't have them done. Whoops. Let me get those poured in the bags. Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. It can be a wedding color, and it's not white. or it can be a frosting on the wedding cake. Let's see who got this one. Sweetheart Strings, you guessed the color cream. So you will get 5 creative credits to use in the, there we go. So you got it for guessing cream. Congratulations. Thank you for that gift, Zuli. I appreciate that. I don't know. They are not even that heavy. That's what you put in your coffee. You know what? Have you guys had dirty sodas? Because the cream in is what makes it a dirty soda, not the flavorings. I learned that when we did our when we were doing our Christmas this year. Okay, so what you do, Zuli, is you take, yes, I've seen it and I need it because I always have boxes galore here, and then you can cut them into little strips. I need it. So what you do for a dirty soda is you take any type of, I call it pop, not soda, but soda if that's what you call it, and you put flavoring in it. So like my favorite one is I take on the bottom of a cup, you will put vanilla in the bottom. So I do 2 shots of vanilla. Oh, there you go. Thank you for answering that, Ashley. And then you put ice, and then you pour the Dr. Pepper in it. And then you take, I take the French vanilla foam creamer and pour it on the top, just a very, very little, and it makes a vanilla cream Dr. Pepper. And you can take Sprite, and like my favorite one with Sprite is we have strawberry, cherry, and raspberry, and put those 3 in there and you get like a berry Sprite. And you don't have to put, if you don't put cream on it, it's just a flavored soda. If you put the cream in, it becomes a dirty soda. We also learned if you take sparkling water and the flavoring and then just a hint of cream, that is an Italian soda. No way, Rosie. I want to go. Somebody was filtered. Okay, that's fine, Sarah. I'll keep watching and see if I can answer your question. So yeah, so and so for Christmas, we do not have a traditional Christmas meal at our house. We take and we do something different. So like one year we did baked potato bar with a side of meat, like we could do ham or something with it. We have done a barbecue, and that wasn't nice. And so anyways, thanks, Ashley. And so we did like beef brisket and other barbecue, easy barbecue stuff, and do that. Okay, I'll go look, Nordic Luna, because I can do it on here. Whoop. Let me make sure my volume's down. Ashley's over there helping. I was gonna say I'm going to stop the YouTube video because I think we've talked a lot and we've got that done. So I don't mean to exit out on them early, but I'm going to stop the live on YouTube and just go ahead and share it out there.